Future verb. I will allow. I will add. I will appear. I will ask. I will be. I will become. I will begin. I will believe. I will bring. I will build. I will buy. I will call. I will change. I will consider. I will continue. I will come. I will create. I will cut. I will die. I will do that. I will expect. I will fall. I will feel. I will find. I will fold. I will follow. I will get. I will give. I will go. I will grow. I will happen. I will have. I will hear. I will help. I will hold. I will include. I will keep. I will kill. I will know. I will lead. I will leave. I will learn. I will let. I will like. I will look. I will lose. I will love. I will make. I will mean. I will meet. I will move. I will need. I will offer. I will open. I will pay. I will play. I will provide. I will put. I will reach. I will read. I will remain. I will remember. I will run. I will say. I will see. I will seem. I will send. I will serve. I will set. I will show. I will sit. I will speak. I will spend. I will stand. I will start. I will stay. I will stop. I will take. I will talk. I will tell. I will think. I will try. I will turn. I will understand. I will use. I will wait. I will walk. I will want. I will watch. I will win. I will work. Future neg. You won't allow. You won't add. You won't appear. You won't ask. You won't be. You won't become. You won't begin. You won't believe. You won't bring. You won't build. You won't buy. You won't call. You won't change. You won't consider. You won't continue. You won't come. You won't create. You won't cut. You won't die. You won't do. You won't expect. You won't fall. You won't feel. You won't find. You won't fold. You won't follow. You won't get. You won't give. You won't go. You won't grow. You won't happen. You won't have. You won't hear. You won't help. You won't hold. You won't include. You won't keep. You won't kill. You won't know. You won't lead. You won't leave. You won't learn. You won't let. You won't like. You won't look. You won't lose. You won't love. You won't make. You won't mean. You won't meet. You won't move. You won't need. You won't offer. You won't open. You won't pay. You won't play. You won't provide. You won't put. You won't reach. You won't read. You won't remain. You won't remember. You won't run. You won't say. You won't see. You won't seem. You won't send. You won't serve. You won't set. You won't show. You won't sit. You won't speak. You won't spend. You won't stand. You won't start. You won't stay. You won't stop. You won't take. You won't talk. You won't tell. You won't think. You won't try. You won't turn. You won't understand. You won't use. You won't wait. You won't walk. You won't want. You won't watch. You won't win. You won't work. Future int. Will you allow? Will you add? Will you appear? Will you ask? Will you be? Will you become? Will you begin? Will you believe? Will you bring? Will you build? Will you buy? Will you call? Will you change? Will you consider? Will you continue? Will you come? Will you create? Will you cut? Will you die? Will you do? Will you expect? Will you fall? Will you feel? Will you find? Will you fold? Will you follow? Will you get? Will you give? Will you go? Will you grow? Will you happen? Will you have? Will you hear? Will you help? Will you hold? Will you include? Will you keep? Will you kill? Will you know? Will you lead? Will you leave? Will you learn? Will you let? Will you like? Will you look? Will you lose? Will you love? Will you make? Will you mean? Will you meet? Will you move? Will you need? Will you offer? Will you open? Will you pay? Will you play? Will you provide? Will you put? Will you reach? Will you read? Will you remain? Will you remember? Will you run? Will you say? Will you see? Will you seem? Will you send? Will you serve? Will you set? Will you show? Will you sit? Will you speak? Will you spend? Will you stand? Will you start? Will you stay? Will you stop? Will you take? Will you talk? Will you tell? Will you think? Will you try? Will you turn? Will you understand? Will you use? Will you wait? Will you walk? Will you want? Will you watch? Will you win? Will you work? Future continuous. You will be adding. You will be appearing. You will be asking. You will be being. You will be becoming. You will be beginning. You will be believing. You will be bringing. You will be building. You will be buying. You will be calling. You will be changing. You will be considering. You will be continuing. You will be coming. You will be creating. You will be cutting. You will be dining. You will be doing. You will be expecting. You will be falling. You will be feeling. You will be finding. You will be folding. You will be following. You will be getting. You will be giving. You will be going. You will be growing. You will be happening. You will be having. You will be hearing. You will be helping. You will be holding. You will be including. You will be keeping. You will be killing. You will be knowing. You will be leading. You will be leaving. You will be learning. You will be letting. You will be liking. You will be looking. You will be losing. You will be loving. You will be making. You will be meaning. You will be meeting. You will be moving. You will be needing. You will be offering. You will be opening. You will be paying. You will be playing. You will be providing. You will be putting. You will be reaching. You will be reading. You will be remaining. You will be remembering. You will be running. You will be saying. You will be seeing. You will be seeming. You will be sending. You will be serving. You will be setting. You will be showing. You will be sitting. You will be speaking. You will be spending. You will be standing. You will be starting. You will be staying. You will be stopping. You will be taking. You will be talking. You will be telling. You will be thinking. You will be trying. You will be turning. You will be understanding. You will be using. You will be waiting. You will be walking. You will be wanting. You will be watching. You will be winning. You will be working. Future continuous neg. She won't be allowed. She won't be adding. She won't be appearing. She won't be asking. She won't be being. She won't be becoming. She won't be beginning. She won't be believing. She won't be bringing. She won't be building. She won't be buying. She won't be calling. She won't be changing. She won't be considering. She won't be continuing. She won't be coming. She won't be creating. She won't be cutting. She won't be dining. She won't be doing. She won't be expecting. She won't be falling. She won't be feeling. She won't be found. She won't be folding. She won't be following. She won't be getting. She won't be giving. She won't be going. She won't be growing. She won't be happening. She won't be having. She won't be hearing. She won't be helping. She won't be holding. She won't be including. She won't be keeping. She won't be killing. She won't be knowing. She won't be leading. She won't be leaving. She won't be learning. She won't be letting. She won't be liking. She won't be looking. She won't be losing. She won't be loving. She won't be making. She won't be meaning. She won't be meeting. She won't be moving. She won't be needing. She won't be offering. She won't be opening. She won't be paying. She won't be playing. She won't be providing. She won't be putting. She won't be reaching. She won't be reading. She won't be remaining. She won't be remembering. She won't be running. She won't be saying. She won't be seeing. She won't be seeming. She won't be sending. She won't be serving. She won't be setting. She won't be showing. She won't be sitting. She won't be speaking. She won't be spending. She won't be standing. She won't be starting. She won't be staying. She won't be stopping. She won't be taking. She won't be talking. She won't be telling. She won't be thinking. She won't be trying. She won't be turning. She won't be understanding. She won't be using. She won't be waiting. She won't be walking. She won't be wanting. She won't be watching. She won't be winning. She won't be working. Future continuous int. Will you be allowing? Will you be adding? Will you be appearing? Will you be asking? Will you be being? Will you be becoming? Will you be beginning? Will you be believing? Will you be bringing? Will you be building? Will you be buying? Will you be calling? Will you be changing? Will you be considering? Will you be continuing? Will you be coming? Will you be creating? Will you be cutting? Will you be dining? Will you be doing? Will you be expecting? Will you be falling? Will you be feeling? Will you be finding? Will you be folding? Will you be following? Will you be getting? Will you be giving? Will you be going? Will you be growing? Will you be happening? Will you be having? Will you be hearing? Will you be helping? Will you be holding? Will you be including? Will you be keeping? Will you be killing? Will you be knowing? Will you be leading? Will you be leaving? Will you be learning? Will you be letting? Will you be liking? Will you be looking? Will you be losing? Will you be loving? Will you be making? Will you be meaning? Will you be meeting? Will you be moving? Will you be needing? Will you be offering? Will you be opening? Will you be paying? Will you be playing? Will you be providing? Will you be putting? Will you be reaching? Will you be reading? Will you be remaining? Will you be remembering? Will you be running? Will you be saying? Will you be seeing? Will you be seeming? Will you be sending? Will you be serving? Will you be setting? Will you be showing? Will you be sitting? Will you be speaking? Will you be spending? Will you be standing? Will you be starting? Will you be staying? Will you be stopping? Will you be taking? Will you be talking? Will you be telling? Will you be thinking? Will you be trying? Will you be turning? Will you be understanding? Will you be using? Will you be waiting? Will you be walking? Will you be wanting? Will you be watching? Will you be winning? Will you be working? Verb future perfect. You will have allowed. You will have added. You will have appeared. You will have asked. You will have been. You will have become. You will have begun. You will have believed. You will have brought. You will have built. You will have bought. You will have called. You will have changed. You will have considered. You will have continued. You will have come. You will have created. You will have cut. You will have died. You will have done. You will have expected. You will have fallen. You will have felt. You will have found. You will have folded. You will have followed. You will have gotten. You will have given. You will have gone. You will have grown. You will have happened. You will have had. You will have heard. You will have helped. You will have held. You will have included. You will have kept. You will have killed. You will have known. You will have led. You will have left. You will have learned. You will have let. You will have liked. You will have looked. You will have lost. You will have loved. You will have made. You will have meant. You will have met. You will have moved. You will have needed. You will have offered. You will have opened. You will have paid. You will have played. You will have provided. You will have put. You will have reached. You will have read. You will have remained. You will have remembered. You will have run. You will have said. You will have seen. You will have seemed. You will have sent. You will have served. You will have set. You will have shown. You will have Saturday. You will have spoken. You will have spent. You will have stood. You will have started. You will have stayed. You will have stopped. You will have taken. You will have talked. You will have told. You will have thought. You will have tried. You will have turned. You will have understood. You will have used. You will have waited. You will have walked. You will have wanted. You will have watched. You will have won. You will have worked. Future perfect int. Will they have allowed? Will they have added? Will they have appeared? Will they have asked? Will they have been? Will they have become? Will they have begun? Will they have believed? Will they have brought? Will they have built? Will they have bought? Will they have called? Will they have changed? Will they have considered? Will they have continued? Will they have come? Will they have created? Will they have cut? Will they have died? Will they have done? Will they have expected? Will they have fallen? Will they have felt? Will they have found? Will they have folded? Will they have followed? Will they have gotten? Will they have given? Will they have gone? Will they have grown? Will they have happened? Will they have had? Will they have heard? Will they have helped? Will they have held? Will they have included? Will they have kept? Will they have killed? Will they have known? Will they have led? Will they have left? Will they have learned? Will they have let? Will they have liked? Will they have looked? Will they have lost? Will they have loved? Will they have made? Will they have meant? Will they have met? Will they have moved? Will they have needed? Will they have offered? Will they have opened? Will they have paid? Will they have played? Will they have provided? Will they have put? Will they have reached? Will they have read? Will they have remained? Will they have remembered? Will they have run? Will they have said? Will they have seen? Will they have seemed? Will they have sent? Will they have served? Will they have set? Will they have shown? Will they have Saturday? Will they have spoken? Will they have spent? Will they have stood? Will they have started? Will they have stayed? Will they have stopped? Will they have took? Will they have talked? Will they have told? Will they have thought? Will they have tried? Will they have turned? Will they have understood? Will they have used? Will they have waited? Will they have walked? Will they have wanted? Will they have watched? Will they have won? Will they have worked? Future perfect neg. You won't have allowed. You won't have added. You won't have appeared. You won't have asked. You won't have been. You won't have become. You won't have begun. You won't have believed. You won't have brought. You won't have built. You won't have bought. You won't have called. You won't have changed. You won't have considered. You won't have continued. You won't have come. You won't have created. You won't have cut. You won't have died. You won't have done. You won't have expected. You won't have fallen. You won't have felt. You won't have found. You won't have folded. You won't have followed. You won't have gotten. You won't have given. You won't have gone. You won't have grown. You won't have happened. You won't have had. You won't have heard. You won't have helped. You won't have held. You won't have included. You won't have kept. You won't have killed. You won't have known. You won't have led. You won't have left. You won't have learned. You won't have let. You won't have liked. You won't have looked. You won't have lost. You won't have loved. You won't have made. You won't have meant. You won't have met. You won't have moved. You won't have needed. You won't have offered. You won't have opened. You won't have paid. You won't have played. You won't have provided. You won't have put. You won't have reached. You won't have read. You won't have remained. You won't have remembered. You won't have run. You won't have said. You won't have seen. You won't have seemed. You won't have sent. You won't have served. You won't have set. You won't have shown. You won't have Saturday. You won't have spoken. You won't have spent. You won't have stood. You won't have started. You won't have stayed. You won't have stopped. You won't have taken. You won't have talked. You won't have told. You won't have thought. You won't have tried. You won't have turned. You won't have understood. You won't have used. You won't have waited. You won't have walked. You won't have wanted. You won't have watched. You won't have won. You won't have worked. Future perfect continuous. They will have been allowing. They will have been adding. They will have been appearing. They will have been asking. They will have been being. They will have been becoming. They will have been beginning. They will have been believing. They will have been bringing. They will have been building. They will have been buying. They will have been calling. They will have been changing. They will have been considering. They will have been continuing. They will have been coming. They will have been creating. They will have been cutting. They will have been dining. They will have been doing. They will have been expecting. They will have been falling. They will have been feeling. They will have been finding. They will have been folding. They will have been following. They will have been getting. They will have been giving. They will have been going. They will have been growing. They will have been happening. They will have been having. They will have been hearing. They will have been helping. They will have been holding. They will have been including. They will have been keeping. They will have been killing. They will have been knowing. They will have been leading. They will have been leaving. They will have been learning. They will have been letting. They will have been liking. They will have been looking. They will have been losing. They will have been loving. They will have been making. They will have been meaning. They will have been meeting. They will have been moving. They will have been needing. They will have been offering. They will have been opening. They will have been paying. They will have been playing. They will have been providing. They will have been putting. They will have been reaching. They will have been reading. They will have been remaining. They will have been remembering. They will have been running. They will have been saying. They will have been seeing. They will have been seeming. They will have been sending. They will have been serving. They will have been setting. They will have been showing. They will have been sitting. They will have been speaking. They will have been spending. They will have been standing. They will have been starting. They will have been staying. They will have been stopping. They will have been taking. They will have been talking. They will have been telling. They will have been thinking. They will have been trying. They will have been turning. They will have been understanding. They will have been using. They will have been waiting. They will have been walking. They will have been wanting. They will have been watching. They will have been winning. They will have been working. Future continuous interrogative. Will you be allowing? Will you be adding? Will you be appearing? Will you be asking? Will you be being? Will you be becoming? Will you be beginning? Will you be believing? Will you be bringing? Will you be building? Will you be buying? Will you be calling? Will you be changing? Will you be considering? Will you be continuing? Will you be? Will you be creating? Will you be cutting? Will you be dining? Will you be doing? Will you be expecting? Will you be falling? Will you be feeling? Will you be finding? Will you be folding? Will you be following? Will you be getting? Will you be giving? Will you be going? Will you be growing? Will you be happening? Will you be having? Will you be hearing? Will you be helping? Will you be holding? Will you be including? Will you be keeping? Will you be killing? Will you be knowing? Will you be leading? Will you be leaving? Will you be learning? Will you be letting? Will you be liking? Will you be looking? Will you be losing? Will you be loving? Will you be making? Will you be meaning? Will you be meeting? Will you be moving? Will you be needing? Will you be offering? Will you be opening? Will you be paying? Will you be playing? Will you be providing? Will you be putting? Will you be reaching? Will you be reading? Will you be remaining? Will you be remembering? Will you be running? Will you be saying? Will you be seeing? Will you be seeming? Will you be sending? Will you be serving? Will you be setting? Will you be showing? Will you be sitting? Will you be speaking? Will you be spending? Will you be standing? Will you be starting? Will you be staying? Will you be stopping? Will you be taking? Will you be talking? Will you be telling? Will you be thinking? Will you be trying? Will you be turning? Will you be understanding? Will you be using? Will you be waiting? Will you be walking? Will you be wanting? Will you be watching? Will you be winning? Will you be working? Future perfect continuous int. Will he have been allowing? Will he have been adding? Will he have been appearing? Will he have been asking? Will he have been being? Will he have been becoming? Will he have been beginning? Will he have been believing? Will he have been bringing? Will he have been building? Will he have been buying? Will he have been calling? Will he have been changing? Will he have been considering? Will he have been continuing? Will he have been coming? Will he have been creating? Will he have been cutting? Will he have been dining? Will he have been doing? Will he have been expecting? Will he have been falling? Will he have been feeling? Will he have been finding? Will he have been folding? Will he have been following? Will he have been getting? Will he have been giving? Will he have been going? Will he have been growing? Will he have been happening? Will he have been having? Will he have been hearing? Will he have been helping? Will he have been holding? Will he have been including? Will he have been keeping? Will he have been killing? Will he have been knowing? Will he have been leading? Will he have been leaving? Will he have been learning? Will he have been letting? Will he have been liking? Will he have been looking? Will he have been losing? Will he have been loving? Will he have been making? Will he have been meaning? Will he have been meeting? Will he have been moving? Will he have been needing? Will he have been offering? Will he have been opening? Will he have been paying? Will he have been playing? Will he have been providing? Will he have been putting? Will he have been reaching? Will he have been reading? Will he have been remaining? Will he have been remembering? Will he have been running? Will he have been saying? Will he have been seeing? Will he have been seeming? Will he have been sending? Will he have been serving? Will he have been setting? Will he have been showing? Will he have been sitting? Will he have been speaking? Will he have been spending? Will he have been standing? Will he have been starting? Will he have been staying? Will he have been stopping? Will he have been taking? Will he have been talking? Will he have been telling? Will he have been thinking? Will he have been trying? Will he have been turning? Will he have been understanding? Will he have been using? Will he have been waiting? Will he have been walking? Will he have been wanting? Will he have been watching? Will he have been winning? Will he have been working? Future perfect continuous neg. They won't have been allowing. They won't have been adding. They won't have been appearing. They won't have been asking. They won't have been being. They won't have been becoming. They won't have been beginning. They won't have been believing. They won't have been bringing. They won't have been building. They won't have been buying. They won't have been calling. They won't have been changing. They won't have been considering. They won't have been continuing. They won't have been coming. They won't have been creating. They won't have been cutting. They won't have been dining. They won't have been doing. They won't have been expecting. They won't have been falling. They won't have been feeling. They won't have been finding. They won't have been folding. They won't have been following. They won't have been getting. They won't have been giving. They won't have been going. They won't have been growing. They won't have been happening. They won't have been having. They won't have been hearing. They won't have been helping. They won't have been holding. They won't have been including. They won't have been keeping. They won't have been killing. They won't have been knowing. They won't have been leading. They won't have been leaving. They won't have been learning. They won't have been letting. They won't have been liking. They won't have been looking. They won't have been losing. They won't have been loving. They won't have been making. They won't have been meaning. They won't have been meeting. They won't have been moving. They won't have been needing. They won't have been offering. They won't have been opening. They won't have been paying. They won't have been playing. They won't have been providing. They won't have been putting. They won't have been reaching. They won't have been reading. They won't have been remaining. They won't have been remembering. They won't have been running. They won't have been saying. They won't have been seeing. They won't have been seeming. They won't have been sending. They won't have been serving. They won't have been setting. They won't have been showing. They won't have been sitting. They won't have been speaking. They won't have been spending. They won't have been standing. They won't have been starting. They won't have been staying. They won't have been stopping. They won't have been taking. They won't have been talking. They won't have been telling. They won't have been thinking. They won't have been trying. They won't have been turning. They won't have been understanding. They won't have been using. They won't have been waiting. They won't have been walking. They won't have been wanting. They won't have been watching. They won't have been winning. They won't have been working.